Well, of course, we've been talking about it for quite a while. The solar eclipse is finally upon us. It's on Monday, and the path of totality just off to our north and west. You can travel up to northern New England, getting into Burlington, Vermont, northern New Hampshire, into Maine. You could also travel out towards central and western New York, but most places in New England are actually going to be mostly sunny. So that's good news for the eclipse. And now, in terms of what the climatology looks like on a normal April 8th, we took a look back at the last 10 years, and you can see that a great majority of the April 8ths of the years past have been mostly cloudy. We had a few clearer days, but last year, 2023, mostly cloudy. The year before, mostly sunny, but then we had several overcast years as well, 2021, 2016, 15. And then we had a couple of clear years. So, April is a little bit of a fickle month in terms of how much sun we're going to see. Luckily, it looks like we're going to be looking at some decent sunshine across portions of southern New England and into northern New England as well. If you're heading up to Burlington, Vermont, right in that path to totality, looking like for around 3-4 o'clock, right when the eclipse is peaking, looks like we're going to be on tap for mostly sunny skies. So we should be able to fully see it. However, if you're heading out towards portions of central and western New York, might be looking at some mostly cloudy skies. So hopefully there's a couple of breaks in there right when the eclipse is happening so that you can at least see it. Regardless, though, you will feel the effects of the eclipse, which I'll talk about in just a second. But here in Western Mass, we're on tap for a pretty good show. While it's not 100% total, 93.3% is pretty good as well. The peak eclipse will be at around 3:30 p.m. and our next eclipse here in the United States, not until 2044. Now, in terms of what we'll see here in Western Mass versus if you were to travel to the path to totality, when the eclipse is total and you're in that path, you can actually remove your glasses and look at it. Otherwise, you do need to have the glasses if the eclipse is not fully total. We're also going to be looking at a little bit of a twilight look. So it is going to get darker when the eclipse is total, with the horizon being a little bit brighter. And you might even be able to see some stars as well in the sky. There's going to be a significant temperature drop, and you might even hear some, typical nighttime sounds when the eclipse is total. But of course, it only lasts a couple minutes. Here in Western Mass, however, we're at 93.3% coverage, so you always will need your glasses to be looking at the eclipse in order to see the sun take that, crescent shape. We're also going to be continuing to remain bright outside, and we could be looking at a slight temperature drop. But overall, because the sun is still out, we're not going to be seeing as much of an impact as if we were in the path of totality. Meanwhile, today, our weather, mostly cloudy. We're going to be looking at that hang tough for the rest of the day today. We're also looking at temperature right now of 38 degrees, winds sustained out of the north at about 12 miles per hour. So it's a bit of a breezy day, and we're going to continue to see that as we head through the next couple of hours and through the rest of the day today. Wind chill right now sitting at 30 degrees as well. Satellite and radar, we do have the area of low pressure, which we have been dealing with now for days, continuing to linger offshore, bringing us the cloudiness, the cooler temperatures, as well as those off and on chances for some sprinkles, spot showers, and even some flurries in the higher terrain. For the rest of the day today, we're going to be looking at highs getting up into the middle and upper 40s. The clouds are going to hang tough. I don't think we're going to see much sun, if any. And then as we head into the overnight hours, those temperatures fall down into the 30s. The clouds hang tough. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy as well, but at least we're looking at temperatures increasing a couple of degrees for tomorrow. For today, we're going to be, again, looking at those chances for a few spot showers, mostly cloudy skies. That continues into much of the day on Sunday as well. Breezes coming in out of the northwest as well, gusting occasionally up to about 10 to 20 miles per hour. For Monday, high pressure builds in. Look at this, almost full sunshine, especially in time for the eclipse, right around 3:30. We're going to be looking at a pretty decent show across Western Mass as well. Our pattern also looks to go a little bit milder. We're going to be looking at highs approaching the middle and upper 60s by Monday and Tuesday, perhaps near 70, especially if we can see some good sunshine on Tuesday. Then our shower chances do look to increase for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with a chance for a rumble of thunder as well. And then by this time next week for the following weekend, our pattern starts to dry things out.